The regime that invented the word fascism, Mussolini's Italy, showed few signs of anti-Semitism until 16 years after coming to power. Indeed, Mussolini had Jewish backers among the industrialists and big landowners who helped finance him at the beginning. He had close Jewish cronies, such as the fascist party militant Aldo Finzi, and the Jewish mistress, the writer Margherita Sarfatti, author of his first authorized biography. About 200 Jews took part in the March on Rome. By contrast, Marshal Pétain's collaborationist French government at Vichy, 1940–44, was aggressively anti-Semitic. So it becomes problematical to consider an exacerbated anti-Semitism the essence of fascism. Another supposed essential character of fascism is its anti-capitalist, anti-bourgeois animus. Once in power, fascist regimes banned strikes, dissolved independent labor unions, lowered wage earners' purchasing power, and showered money on armaments industries, to the immense satisfaction of employers. What they criticized in capitalism was not its exploitation, but its materialism, its indifference to the nation, its inability to stir souls. More deeply, fascists rejected the notion that economic forces are the prime movers of history. Its ills could be cured simply by applying sufficient political will to the creation of full employment and productivity. Once in power, fascist regimes confiscated property only from political opponents, foreigners, or Jews. None altered the social hierarchy except to catapult a few adventurers into high places. At most, they replaced market forces with state economic management. Yet fascism in power did carry out some changes profound enough to be called revolutionary. It changed the practice of citizenship from the enjoyment of constitutional rights and duties to participation in mass ceremonies of affirmation and conformity. It reconfigured relations between the individual and the collectivity so that an individual had no rights outside community interest. It expanded the powers of the executive, party, and state in a bid for total control. Finally, it unleashed aggressive emotions hitherto known in Europe only during war or social revolution. These transformations often set fascists into conflict with conservatives rooted in families, churches, social rank, and property. One cannot consider fascism simply a more muscular form of conservatism, even if it maintained the existing regime of property and social hierarchy. It becomes hard to locate fascism on the familiar right-left political map. Indeed, fascism always retained that ambiguity. Fascists were clear about one thing, however. They were not in the middle. Fascist contempt for the soft, complacent, compromising center was absolute, though fascist parties actively seeking power would need to make common cause with centrist elites against their common enemies on the left. Their scorn for liberal parliamentarianism and for slack bourgeois individualism and the radical tone of their remedies for national weakness and disunity always jarred with their readiness to conclude practical alliances with national conservatives against the internationalist left. The ultimate fascist response to the right-left political map was to claim that they had made it obsolete by being neither right nor left, transcending such outdated divisions and uniting the nation.